Here are 3 principles you should chase instead of chasing happiness. The only reason I think you shouldn't constantly be in the chase for happiness like everybody else is because, first off, the ones that say, I'm just trying to be happy. Why do you think they're never happy? It's because they're constantly in the chase for happiness. And happiness is it's a state of emotion. It's not something that you're gonna be for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days or a month. You can't constantly be happy. So the more that you chase an emotion, the more you're gonna make emotion-based decisions to get to that point. That's why I don't think it's wise to just constantly chase happiness. Apply principles in your life that end up in you having more states of happiness, but chasing the emotion happiness itself is not necessarily a wise way to go about life. The first principle I started applying in my life was giving it urgency. You need to give your life urgency. Neil deGrasse Tyson, or Neil deGrasse, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he touched on the urgency of life, and he said that you should give your life a sense of urgency the same way a dog does. Because, we all know that dogs age faster than us. And the reason we love dogs so much is because they're always so happy to see us, bro, no matter how long you're gone. He even touched on, if you go to the mailbox and come back, your dog's going to be laughing in joy. And the real question is why? Why are they always so happy like this? His theory behind this is that maybe the dog knows that he doesn't have that much time to live. Therefore, its only intrinsic goal is to make the best out of every moment and bring light to everybody around them. And they do that by always being full of energy and being ready to lick your fucking face off. So why don't we do this ourselves? If I were to say I have any regrets in my life, bro, it would be not putting my best foot forward sometimes when I was in school, when I know I could have. Like, I don't regret dropping out of school, hell fucking no, but I regret leaving that place looking like a lazy kid who wasn't really going to do anything with his life. The only reason I say that because the only thing that's on my mind on a constant basis is how am I going to be perceived once I'm gone? What's the dash between the day I was born and the day I die going to signify? In order for that dash to signify something great, that means that I have to treat every piece of work and every social interaction and every task I do like it will actually be the last thing I do. That's the type of urgency I think society needs more of, bro. Everyone just thinks they have time to stroll off and look at the view when the mountain of death is just coming closer and closer every minute they waste and every day they let go by without them learning something new. And it just boggles my mind how people can just casually watch their death approach while they continue to let time slip, or they hold grudges, or they judge people, or they have self-doubt, or even fucking wish failure onto others, or be scared of failure itself. Like, dead ass, bro, it might seem kind of corny, but approach every single day like you won't wake up tomorrow. And honestly, bro, I think a lot of people take this for granted, is like being able to expect tomorrow to come. Like right now, or you probably made plans with your friends or with your parents, or you said, yeah, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll do this tomorrow. We say that so casually because we expect tomorrow to come. Why are you so sure that tomorrow's gonna come, bitch? I'm talking to myself here too. Like, why am I so sure that tomorrow's going to come? Why am I making 10, 20-year plans? Am I even sure that I'm going to live 10, 20 years from now? I'm not. Only reason I say be grateful for that ability is because some people simply can't. Whether that be they're dying, whether that be they're in some harsh fucking country with some weird politicals or some war. You know what I'm saying? Just be grateful that you can even expect tomorrow to come. And that's a whole nother principle in itself. I did just slip that in, I guess.
What do you mean by that?
The second principle that I advise applying is understanding that you're not special and neither are your fucking problems. Bro, I used to think I was special and I thought I was the only one who went through body dysmorphia. I thought I was the only person who thought I was ugly, the only person who had problems with overthinking, and the only person who thought the whole world was against them. The funny thing is that none of those things went away until I realized that I wasn't. Your problems may be unique in your household, they may be unique in your school, and in rare cases, you may be the only one going through what you're going through in your city. But again, is that a reason to sit there and sulk? Like I said previously, you're gonna die tomorrow. So are you gonna sit there and be a little bitch and say like, I'm fat, I hate my body, and people look at me weird, people stare at me, my girlfriend broke up with me, I don't think my family loves me. Who the fuck cares, bro? We all know this, and I do this too. Like, sometimes I make a big deal of my little problems I have, and we all know there's somebody out there going through something 20, 30, 40, 50 times harder than what we're going through. But yet we still sit there and swim in our first world problems like it's the end of the world. We don't swim in it, we actually drown in our first world problems. Why do we do this? You need to stop doing this. We need to stop doing this. And I'll say it, man. You need to be a fucking man. And I don't mean the one that the feminists are and be a man, suppress your emotions. I mean, understand there's going to be problems in your life, bro. Just understand that and be a man and fucking man up. The third and final principle that I advise applying is learning how to accept the truth. A lot of us have woken up in the past in regards to a lot of things, whether that be COVID, the Matrix, or female awareness. And honestly, I think figuring out the truth to something is like being in the dark since birth. Then somebody finally coming and turning on the light. Yeah, fuck, man, that shit hurts like a bitch. And honestly, yeah, some may continue to look away, but the others, and I shall say the strong ones, will maybe look away for a moment, accept the burn, and then learn how to adapt. Gee, we were all simps at one point. We all masturbated and watched porn because we were told it was a good thing to do when it was healthy from society, and a lot of self-improvement YouTubers woke us up in that realm. But on the other end of the awakening is making sure that you don't go back and turn off the lights. Because a lot of us will, kind of fold under pressure because we're low-key outnumbered, right? So we'll fold under the pressure and just turn off the lights, and maybe we're scared of the truth because it hurts, so we're just turn it off. I like the other thing better. I don't like seeing the truth. Just turn it off. A lot of us fall to this, bro. And I've seen it a lot everywhere else. The people who continue to watch porn after they've seen every Andrew Tate video, they continue to do all these things, and they continue to advocate for porn usage and masturbation because it's healthy. Like, isn't it not fucking evident by now? Like, fuck. Like, someone else is gonna turn on the lights, bro. Whether that be Hamza, Andrew Tate, me, or any other self-improvement YouTuber. But like I said, bro, we're outnumbered. Like, me or any other self-improvement YouTuber is not gonna stand by your light switch and make sure that you or anybody else doesn't turn it back off. It's your job to build the mental system necessary to prevent you or anybody else from turning it off again, bro. By doing all those things. Trust me, you have to build the systems yourself to prevent that light switch from going back off and you going dim in the fucking head. Hope that makes sense. Start off tomorrow strong, G. Peace.